Can we really learn the language without studying it? We can. How do I know that? Because I did it. I reached a high level of fluency in Spanish in just 7 months. And I'm about to share all of my secrets with you. We'll focus on science, our subconscious mind. And the last step is gonna be the most important one, the action plan. So, let's go for it. Ready, steady, go. Let's talk science first, so that you know that I'm not joking, that I'm not lying. Let's start with the difference between studying and acquisition. We all know what studying is, so let me focus on acquisition. Think about the babies. Babies acquire the language. So acquisition is picking up the language, subconsciously just absorbing it. It's basically an intuitive process. We all acquired a language. I acquired my native language, which is Polish. I also acquired Spanish as an adult. So I acquired Polish when I was a baby. Obviously, you acquired your native language when you were a baby. And then I studied English, and it took me a lot of years. But I acquired Spanish in just 7 months. So stick with me because all of the secrets are in this video. Let me introduce you to Noam Chomsky and his theory about the language acquisition. Let me read it for you. Chomsky's theory of language acquisition argues that human brain structures naturally allow for the capacity to learn and use languages. Chomsky believed that rules for language acquisition are inborn. We are born with this beautiful ability to learn languages and strengthen naturally as humans grow and develop. That means that you can acquire a language when you are already an adult. Yes, for babies it's easier, but it doesn't mean that we cannot do that. Of course we can do that. And I am the walking proof. We already know what acquisition is. Because if you want to learn your second or third language or even fourth language, you're gonna need to acquire it if you want this process to be fun, fast and effective. Now let me introduce you to comprehensive input. I know that these technical stuff can be a little bit boring, but please bear with me because you need to understand these things to really apply everything that I'm gonna share later in this video. So what is input? Input is everything that you put in your head, basically. So everything that you watch, listen to, everything that you consume is input. So you put new information in your brain. So we have another great scientist, F.U.N His theory, which is comprehensive input. Second language learners need to be exposed to linguistic input. That means that you need to listen, watch, basically consume a lot of content in your target language that is slightly above their current language level so that they can understand the new input. Okay, so your current language level can be intermediate, can be basic, can be maybe upper intermediate. It doesn't matter. What Steven means is that you need to consume content that is a little bit more difficult for you, but not too much, not too difficult, just a little, so that the process of acquiring a language is more pleasant, enjoyable, and fun. Because if you listen to, I don't know, a business conference, if your level is still basic, you're gonna suffer. I mean, you're not gonna enjoy the process. Let's imagine that my English level is very basic. I can just order something in a restaurant and I don't know, make new friends, but I cannot really talk about complex things. But my goal is to run a company in English. So now, if I listen to a business conference, I'm gonna just simply get frustrated, overwhelmed, and I'm just gonna give up on learning English because it's gonna be too difficult for me. Maybe at this very moment, I'm simply gonna watch some movies in English, some, I don't know, comedies, some shows, something that's not gonna be so difficult. This leads me to the next point, my favorite, subconscious play. Your subconscious mind plays a significant role in learning a language. So we as human beings have conscious and subconscious mind. We think with our conscious mind. We consume information with our conscious mind. But it is said that 80% of our actions and behaviors and thoughts come from the subconscious mind. So basically, you cannot see it, but your subconscious mind is there. Most probably, sometimes you caught yourself doing something not knowing why you are doing it, right? Or you were doing something on autopilot. I have a wonderful book here. This video is absolutely not sponsored. This is the recommendation simply from my heart. Now the question is, how can we apply our subconscious mind and the idea of this book to language learning? We can. So let me read a short paragraph so you can understand the power of your subconscious mind and how you can use it in language learning. Your subconscious mind is like a genie in a bottle. Whatever you desire and believe true, your subconscious mind will find a way to bring it to the reality. If you desire and believe you will be blessed with good health, prosperity, and fulfilling relationships, you will be. If, on the other hand, you expect or fear illness, poverty, loneliness, failure, those will be your fate. To get what you want out of life, first you must learn how the subconscious mind functions. So, that was deep, wasn't it? I always repeat that learning a language is a matter of the right mindset. When you want to acquire a language, when you want to thrive in this language, you need to be really positive about it. You cannot think that, oh my God, I cannot learn this language. Unfortunately, a lot of my students, when they come to me at the beginning, they are like, Veronica, I tried everything, I cannot do it. I mean, if you say you cannot do it, well, you cannot do it. So now we need to change your mindset. So make sure that you think positively. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's kind of true. I mean, if you affirm that you are fluent in Spanish, in English, in French, whatever language you want to learn, you're gonna be fluent. I mean, you're gonna achieve full fluency one day because your subconscious mind will help you. So programming your subconscious mind and taking massive action, that I'm gonna explain in a second what exactly you have to do, are gonna work wonders. You're gonna become fluent. Oh, I just looked at my notes and there are 3 more things that I have to tell you about subconscious mind. You need to believe completely, absolutely and totally that you can do it, that you can reach fluency. So what helps me is visualization. So I close my eyes and I visualize. I picture in my head how I speak this language fluently, confidently, fearlessly, how I am so confident, how I make new friends, how I travel the world using this language, how I do business using this language. This tool is extremely powerful, and believe me, not only for language learning, it works wonders for me in many areas of my life. But you have to be consistent and you have to believe that it's possible. I suggest setting a goal, a very specific goal. I just said a second ago that maybe you want to travel the world, maybe you want to run your own company, maybe you want to make new friends. Set a very specific goal and you're gonna acquire a language like this using the methods that I'm gonna share with you just right now. So this leads me to the question, how do I actually do it, Veronica? So the absolute key here is full immersion. I talk about full immersion all the time, but let me clarify one more time. So full immersion is basically surrounding yourself with a language. Your target language has to be in every area of your life. I mean every area of your life. For example, if you have a partner that cannot speak your target language, so of course that the area of, I don't know, your relationship, your intimate relationship cannot include this target language. It's okay, but then you need to make sure that you invite your target language to the rest of the areas of your life. So, full immersion is the key to success and acquisition. At the majority of schools, the main focus is on grammar. I know, unfortunately, I know from my own life. but instead it is recommended to focus on vocabulary and full immersion. So this is what I did with Spanish. So I was thinking about it and I wrote a list what I did exactly. So I listened, I mimicked and copied native speakers. I literally copied native speakers. I practiced constantly. I made mistakes. I consumed content. I practiced even more, constant practice. I made even more mistakes. I learned from them, made even more mistakes, learned from them, and over again. So let's start step by step. I listened to Spanish native speakers all the time. I was obsessed. Right now I'm in Spain. Spain is a beautiful country. So yes, I moved to Spain and I immersed myself fully, and a lot of people say, "Oh my god, Veronica, it was easier for you because you lived in Spain." And absolutely, they are right. It was easier for me, but I started full immersion when I was still in my home country, when I was still in Poland. And I'm gonna prove that it's possible to immerse yourself fully in your home country, in the comfort of your own home, of your own bedroom. I'm gonna prove it to you, but just in a second. Right now, let me reveal all of the methods that I used. So, as I said at the beginning, I listened a lot when I was in Poland before coming to Spain. I think I watched all of the Spanish and Latin shows that are available on Netflix. I think I watched them all. I was listening all the time. A lot of people get frustrated because they cannot understand anything at the beginning. And I get it. I was frustrated too. But I was observing how native speakers behave, what they say, and I was matching their behavior and mouth movement with the words. And believe me or not, I started understanding everything in a matter of months. So I don't know how my brain did it. I just trusted the intelligence of my brain, and my brain did it. And step number 2, I copied everything. So when they were saying a sentence in Spanish, I was pausing and copying, mimicking. This is called the shadowing technique. I love this technique. So basically, you listen to a native speaker, you pause, copy. Listen, pause, copy. Listen, pause, copy. Millions of times like this. And this is so cool because you can learn the whole phrases. You don't learn a separate word out of the context. No. You learn the full phrase for a specific situation. So it's so much easier for your brain to match the situation with a phrase later on. Here we start speaking, basically. Even if you think that you cannot speak, you have to start speaking. Believe me or not, I came to Spain and I was so afraid that, oh my god, they're not gonna understand me, they're just gonna laugh at me, and it's gonna be just a terrible, embarrassing situation. But no, on the contrary, I acquired Spanish so fast because I was learning as a baby. I was just trying to say something, people were correcting me, and I was learning from my own mistake and repeating one more time the correct sentence, and basically over and over again. It can sound monotonous, but you have to make sure that you're gonna enjoy yourself on the process. So basically consume content that you find funny. I don't know, play games in your target language, something to entertain yourself. Set your phone to your target language. There are thousands of things that you can do. You just need to get creative and adjust it to your life. Your full immersion has to be personalized. I bet that this question came to your mind. How can I apply the full immersion in my home country without traveling? You can do it, my friend. You can do it. In 2024, in the internet era, everything is possible. There are thousands of online apps, communities, websites where you can speak to real people. There are websites where you can even take classes with native speakers where they cannot speak your native language. Cool website is Preply, LifeXP, Lingoda. None of this is sponsored, but if some of these companies want to sponsor me, just reach out in the comments or via email. Anyway, there are a lot of sources online. A lot of them are for free, some of them are paid, some of them are incredibly affordable. So even if you struggle financially, no worries. You also have ChatGPT. With ChatGPT, you can practice endlessly, even 8 hours a day. You can ask it questions. It's totally for free. You don't have to pay even a cent. You can basically have a conversation with AI. Unfortunately, ChatGPT doesn't speak yet, most probably, but there are other apps that use AI, artificial intelligence, that you can speak with. So remember about the science, program your subconscious mind, and get creative on how you can apply these online free sources and how you can introduce English to every area of your life. You're gonna be good to go. You're gonna acquire this target language sooner than you can even imagine. And if your target language is English, if you would like to become a part of a beautiful community of international people, join the F.U.N Community. This is the community that I created. This is the safe space for practicing English. So we have speaking club sessions 2 times a week where you can practice speaking, where you can ask questions, where you can connect with people from all over the world. If you join the F.U.N Community, you're gonna get a daily lesson in our Telegram group where you can ask a lot of questions and where I publish a lot of exercises. So your English is gonna basically skyrocket. Just have a quick look at the feedback of one of my students.
My name is Michelle. I've joined this F.U.N English group with Veronique and I love it. She gave us so many exercises to improving our speaking, listening, writing, pronunciation. I feel me so comfortable. I have no fear to speaking with other students and I don't mind to making mistakes. I promise you, you will enjoy learning English every day. Don't be afraid to join this group. It is literally a fun English group.
If I resonate with you, if you find this video helpful, just check the link in the description box and join us. There is one more question that actually pops up. What makes immersion different from academic learning? I would like to share something personal with you. So I used to study English at a university. I used to study English philology, so basically the English language. And I didn't learn anything that I would use in a real life. Honestly, I quit after 2 years because it was basically pointless. It was pointless. They were teaching us very complex grammar, very advanced words, structures that nobody uses. It wasn't useful. I couldn't apply almost anything in the real life. So obviously when you go and study English at a university, it's gonna be technical. That's pretty obvious. But even if you study English at school, at least this is my experience, I couldn't really use, I would say 50% of the things that I was learning, I couldn't use in the real life. It was simply impossible because people don't speak like this. That's why I totally stand for the full immersion. It worked perfectly for me and I really started speaking Spanish completely fluently in 7 months. So now everything is in your hands. If anything from this video was helpful, consider subscribing to this channel and give this video a like to support my work. Let me know if you have any doubts in the comments. Share your feedback with me. I would love to chat with you in the comments and share with me your opinions, your beliefs. If you don't agree with me, just let me know and we're gonna have a constructive discussion. I see you on my Instagram, Wanna Speak by Veronique, where I share some personal insights and daily English lessons. Again, if I resonate with you, join the F.U.N English community. You're gonna love it. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.